If you want, you could do it. You want real quick while I set this up. It's all right. Let me do this. That's a good DSM. Let me do this. I think that should be stopped. Let me tag everybody. When you do that, I'll tag everyone. So just let me know when you're good.
Got you.
The Missouri Boys, the Missouri Boy Podcast.
Let me know when you're good.
All AFC West fan episode right here. AFC West. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Tight shit. I'm about to tag everyone.
Wow.
Where's the chat? Oh, here it is.
Dude, my fucking headset's fucking dead.
I felt that.
You ain't started yet, right?
No.
Hey, buddy, Colin.
Technically, no. What's up?
I got a game for you. It's a mobile game. It's kind of cool.
Hold on. I'll figure it out.
It's college football. Cause I've been having that itch to like play college football games. It has everything. It has a little bit of scouting. You just set up your playbooks for the season or for the game, stuff like that. Not bad.
Where's Jason at?
I'm right here, bitch.
Damn, why the hatefulness?
I don't know.
I might have to try my other headset because this fucking thing's dead. So if I don't find a cord to charge it while I'm fucking talking. I did get off earlier. I got my weed man on my way. I was not expecting. I forgot. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Y'all ready?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, bet. I'm gonna tag everyone. Let's get it. I'm gonna wait till the viewers go up to like 6. We're at 3 right now. I'm gonna wait till the viewers go up a bit, and I'll start.
Drew, buddy, you there? Just making sure.
Kinda.
For sure.
I saw you join. You ain't talking.
You hear me? You hear me?
You ain't talking.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. My fault.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know why Damien can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why he say you can't hear me?
You can't hear Drew. Drew been talking.
Nah, he's been talking. Hold on.
You got him turned down, maybe?
Oh. All right. Try now. Okay. Yep. I hear him.
You hear me better now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I just put in my new headset. My other headset at least.
Sounds better.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to hear.
All right, so
Some topics while everyone's joining this. I'm gonna so y'all aren't like unprepared. Hold on, let me put the link again for people. So some topics I have. Obviously, we can spitball and free roam when they come on. I got Dagger's return plus Yates retirement, the game of the week, tbear season and expectations, playoff bracket, Super Bowl predictions, thoughts on M24, and we could. This is an optional one. DSM struggle with the Chiefs, and other ones.
I mean, we can do it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Optional. But let me. All right, I'm gonna get started right now. Let me tag everyone.
I mean, I was thinking like a lot. Look, we all four here. We could all break down like fuck. I mean, I don't know what. Actually, I ain't really watched the last two to see what in the full comments of what y'all went over. So I don't know.
We could whatchamacallit. We could also talk about.
I'm gonna have Madden loaded up so we can run through stats and shit.
That's fine. All right, yeah, for sure. All right, welcome guys to another episode of the podcast. We got the Missouri Boys here. We got DSM, the Chiefs. We got tbear, the Saints, and then we got Dagger back. He's in the league now as the Eagles. Yates officially retired, or for the time being, due to mental stuff and just being busy with work. So he gave up the Eagles to Dagger. And welcome back to the league, Dagger. How you feel?
I'm not excited. I am not excited.
Why is that?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a division with Hackman. I love Hackman, but yeah, I can't beat that man. I can't beat him for shit.
Not a lot of people can. What about Sriracha and Adrian in your division?
We'll see about Sriracha. We'll see about that. Maybe I get one off every once in a while. Adrian, I'm not too worried about. Maybe this first game because I haven't played him in a while. Forgot how that man plays, but I'm not gonna worry too much about him.
Nah, yeah, he's pretty decent. He just gets frustrated and sells himself short. But yeah, he's no disrespect to Adrian. He's pretty easy of a user to beat. But how's your day going, T Bear? How's your day going?
Not too bad, not too bad. Can't complain.
I
How
feel
about yourself?
it's going chill, going chill. I've been drinking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Got a big game of the week coming up, type shit, type shit. But we'll dabble that in a
Okay,
second.
okay.
How's your day going?
Yeah, you got a lot on the
DSM.
line, bud.
Nah, we'll talk it. We'll talk about that in a second. DSM, how's your day going, bro?
No, we got home from work.
Mm-hmm.
We chilling. We on a podcast. First time.
Yeah, we had to get
Finna
things.
see how this goes.
It's
May
chill.
not be perfect, not the best prepared,
I got you, hat.
Gotta be prepared for other things, but we gonna get it done.
I feel you. I feel you. So with that being said, don't forget to submit your plus threes after the episode's over. But with that being said, the first topic is game of the week, the Tank Bull. I'm gonna go over it first from my expectations and why I ain't really tripping. And this is no disrespect to Georgie. He has a lot more on the line than me. What's good, Al? We'll introduce Al in a second. For the game of the week, Georgie has a lot more on the line than me, in my opinion. He has a superstar DB, a superstar DN that he's earned this season. So he could lose those. And DB and DN is like more out of your control than a wide receiver. So with me, if I hypothetically lose to Georgie, it's just a wide receiver for I could get that back next season. It's easier to get superstar than on a wide receiver than a DB and a DE. Like I'm not really tripping. That's no discredit to Georgie and nothing like that. But he has a lot more on the line. Like when the game of the week first got announced, he was nervous, talk about like, yo, can you give me a force win type shit? Not like in the DMs asking for a force win, but he was like, bro, just give me the force win. You have the first pick. But that's not how it works. So it's either going to be a good game with him coming out guns blazing, or he's going to be nervous and he's going to be playing bad, or he's just going to play real passive and get behind, which it's honestly going to be a toss up. I'm not going to shit on Georgie. I think Georgie's a good user when he's actually trying to win. So with that being said, I feel like the game of the week is more important for Georgia than it is me. And it's not like I'm going in there saying, "Oh, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose." I'm not trying for the game of the week because obviously I want to try to win. I'm going to get a +8 for the +2 if I win for the game of the week and a +6 for winning out of playoff contention, which could be very crucial to one of my DBs or my younger players. So with that being said, I feel like Georgia has more on the line than me. So I feel like the pressure is in his court, but I get where people talk about like, "Oh, you shouldn't be nervous. You shouldn't be nervous." But what do you think about the game of the week? This upcoming game of the week versus me versus Georgie Owl from like an outside view.
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there, right? Like and I had the same thing when I was playing you, man. It's just like you don't give a shit, and you're such a troll, and your team's so dog shit that it's like, wow, anyone who loses to you, it's kind of it's nerve wracking going into that game. Like I remember going up against you, and it's like,
They're all trap games. They're all trap
I
games.
yeah, every game against Jason is a horrifying trap game, and it's like the second I throw one pick or one turnover on downs, it's like, oh my god, this is awful. Or like you had we traded scores on our first drives when we played, and it's like, is this gonna be an actual battle? Through one crosser that obviously got jumped. And like is then the shit talking starts, and it's just how it is against you, and it's been that way since I think you and I first played back in like low key or
Yeah, it was low key.
some other league in Madden 22 when you had that Deshaun Watson Eagles team.
Yeah, it was low key, but yeah.
Miles Sanders, yeah.
But nah, also thank you for joining the podcast. I know you're a busy man and stuff, but we'll dabble in that in a second. What do you think about this game of the week coming up, Dagger?
It's a very important game because both of you fighting for devs. I mean, yours you can get back because it's wide receiver. As far as Georgia goes, DBs, in my opinion, isn't too hard to get back because all you have to, well, what I usually do is blitz until I get a sack or two, whatever I need. But for defensive end, that's a pretty tough one because either he's going to be hot that game or he's not going to be hot.
Nah, yeah, like you kind of y'all said it perfectly. Like Georgia got more on the line than me, so I feel like especially with like when the game, like I said, the game of the week first got announced, he was kind of nervous and chat, like not panicking, not saying like we never panic over a big game because it happens, but I feel like he's either gonna come out real good because he has a lot on line, or he's gonna be like nervous from the jump, and it could get ugly. And I'm not saying like I'm an elite user because I'm not, but like anyone who plays like mad at the game, like or walking into a game or starting the game mad or like nervous, it could get bad for that person because you got a lot on your mind. But T-Bro, what do you think about this game of the week coming up?
Yeah, I feel what everybody's saying about, Georgie having that pressure on him for sure. Especially when recently he's kind of been in the hot seat anyway. So it's almost like I don't know if he wants to really try fully, but he does want to try because he doesn't want to lose that dev. And shit, with your play style anyway, it's gonna be hard to stop because you balanced with the run and the throw. Even though you lean more towards passing, you're still pretty good on the ground. So, and sometimes it's hard for him to stop the run.
I felt that. We can wrap this up. DSM, you pretty much.
I mean, really,
you're going.
Pretty much the same. I mean, I played both of y'all. Played both of y'all recently. I just came off beating Georgie, so and I think that's gonna add another element to it. I mean, he needed that win against me too, and I haven't been doing good. But I went in there and I showed out. But I think with me and what I've been doing on defense is a little bit what Jay had been doing different. So seeing a different scheme, kind of seeing it, I still feel, I know Jason said he's doing different schemes, playing Jason over the last 3 years in the same conference, man. He plays a lot of man. So it's gonna take Georgie beating some man coverage, beating it when he can and not getting in his head. Like you said, he can't come in here nervous, can't come in here scared. He gonna have to try and be confident. And I know you said something. He can't play conservative, but I think he's gonna have to play a little conservative. I don't think he's gonna be able to, even though he has Thornton, good pieces. The way the Broncos plays, if he catches him in a man, he's gonna get a long touchdown. He can get those touchdowns quick. So I don't think Georgie is going to win a shootout. He's going to have to play conservative. I think he's going to have to run this ball. I think he's going to have to be smart with this football. I think it's going to be a tough game on both sides, and I can't wait to watch it.
I feel you. Well, the last question being about this game of the week. We'll start with you, Al. Who you got winning?
That's a tough one. Right? I definitely would like to see Yorgi win, just because I think you guys have been way too excessive about it, and I don't know. I would like to see him actually rebuild. And if you think about a big picture, if you only have one wide receiver, he's got these two things. The sooner he actually gets those devs, the sooner he can start to compete. I'll be really curious to see how he does defensively against you. Simply because of how good his secondary is. I mean, it's honestly such an unsung part of the Patriots roster. I mean, it's really the only good part of the Patriots roster once you trade away the pass rush. And so I'll be curious to see what that does. I mean, whoever your fucking running back is put up some serious yards against me, so I'll be curious to see how well it does against you. I think your team is better positioned to win, so I might actually would put money on you to win, but I certainly am rooting for Yorgi.
I feel it makes sense, especially with you being in not my division, like I run the division, but in the same division with me. So
the same division.
What about you, Dagger? Who do you think is winning this game of the week, and why? Or who do you think is winning?
That's pretty easy. It's gonna be you. Even though Georgie says he's gonna try his best, I feel like he doesn't have a game plan, like a full-on game plan against you. I've played against you a few times. I know how you play, and it works. The way your offense, like the way you run your offense stuff, usually works. I know it's not working now because you only got one. You don't even have an 80 overall on your team, right?
I mean, I got offensive line, but
no, he does.
Offensive line.
Oh, he does. Okay, offensive line.
Utah legend.
He's getting that. I mean, with incentives, he's been getting that team right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take time. It's going to take drafts. It's going to take picks.
It's
going to take development. But he's getting there. He's got a good start on it.
I appreciate it. We'll wrap this
I will
up.
say though, this would definitely be the Marvin Mims legacy game right here.
Nah, he about to put the team on his back. Looking at it not like I was on some Jay Lavin type shit, but none of his DBs have higher than 80 man or press. So with that being said, boy, he presses me. Oh, it's gonna be looking rough because Marvin Mims got 94 release. So don't press Marvin. But T-Bear, I'll end it up with you on this topic. You picked Georgia to win. Why?
After going through the rosters and everything, I changed it.
Oh, okay.
So I did a whole 180, and pretty much it's because
I don't even think I voted yet.
I like this motherfucker Kelly right here.
Yeah,
and even though you don't have corners like that, and he's slow, I don't think it's gonna matter because the way that Georgie throws deep, sometimes he waits too long, so he's gonna hang some throws, and especially if you got two dudes back there in double coverage, you're gonna get plenty of picks on him. I just don't see, even though he has, quote unquote crackheads on offense running routes, I don't see that offense keeping up with your defense.
I feel that.
He plays too
Thank you
forced
for
on
watching the show.
offense.
No, I get that. With that being said, we'll talk about Al. Thank you, by the way, for like I said, for being on the podcast for the first time. What's your expectations for this year? Like, what obviously try to win a Super Bowl, but what's the ceiling and floor for you? You think this season?
And did you say Al?
Yeah, Al.
Or did you say?
Playoff wise.
Oh,
Your ceiling and floor.
yeah, I mean the ceiling's definitely Super Bowl. Obviously, I got to get my offense together. My defense has been playing lights out for the last couple of weeks. I was actually surprised by the box score because I felt like I did way better against Josh Jacobs than that reveals. I think he did rip off two decent runs. Like he had a long of 51, and I think he had like a 30-yard stretch touchdown. But I think that might even be the 50-yarder I'm thinking of. But like I liked my defensive setup last game. I think my secondary. I mean, I haven't exactly like gone through every single person's roster, but I'm pretty sure I got the best secondary in the league right now. And I think my scheme is coming together. And then it's just the fucking offense, man, and free forming. Like I've been undefeated since I benched Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and I got Jalen Guyton and Darius Davis shoring up side by side with Quentin Johnston, which is questionable. But there's that pick in the second half that started that comeback where it's just these like crossing routes where they got 5 yards on them, but for whatever fucking reason, this Madden, even when you're using the left stick, if you're not free forming it, they just get caught up and jump, and that's even Darius Davis. Like that's my only deep threat I have. So just getting used to that and throwing less stupid picks, then as long as I get that right by the postseason, it could be okay. I don't like the fact that I have to be fighting for a playoff spot right now. I'm definitely underperforming thus far. But so I guess the floor is narrowly missing the playoffs, missing the lottery, and then ceiling I would hope to think is losing to GOAT 23 in the Super Bowl.
Like you said.
I have a question to add on to that.
All right.
With everything, all the trades that you've made, the stout defense, which to add on to what you said, I do believe it's one of the best secondaries in the league. That first trade you sent when you got Jesse, you got AJ, you got him next to Derwin. You still got your young guys on the Chargers. I think that's a really good trade. But with certain things coming up, how does this team look in the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, I was looking forward to someone asking this. Unfortunately, Austin Eckler is going to be gone. Everyone keep your eyes peeled for free agency. Mike Davis is going to be gone. That's basically the only two people I care about. But I went through and I went to an offline league. I would encourage any of the doubters to do the same. I recreated the trades. So got AJ Terrell, got Jesse Bates, gave away the same thing I gave up. And Grady Jarrett. And then I simmed to the next year, week 3, when you can start the re-sign process, and I had 133 million able to re-sign. So I won't be able to pick up any free agents this year. And I think the way it boils down, I won't be able to pick up any free agents next year. But basically, everyone who's not Austin Eckler, and unless you're a Chargers fan, I don't expect you to know who Mike Davis is, but he's a nice piece. Yeah, he's like a 92 speed 6'2" safety or corner, and those guys are gone unfortunately. But I think we're going to be just fine. And I've been shouting that forever. We'll be curious to see if I fucked anything up in the simulation come time when it comes through here. But rest assured, I will be adding Jason with that re-signed capacity when that figures out.
No, with that being said, you kind of hit it well. Like you could end up missing the playoffs just due to how comp the league is, or making a Super Bowl, especially with being a good user in a comp league, very comp league. So I think the only thing's holding you back is your party hours, your golfing, your girlfriend, respectfully, no disrespect, in your scheme. So I think once you drop one or two or maybe all of those, you could be a Super Bowl lock. So I can see that happening.
Yeah, no, I don't play any regs. I don't play and this is my only league. And I haven't really been labbing as much as I did last year, which was not the plan. If you look at the sports news channel, it snowed in Utah for the first time yesterday. So bit of a concern personally. And I bought a new ski jacket. So got to get that win this season or we could be in trouble.
Nah, facts, because that's what I was saying. Like, they be making jokes saying, "Oh, Jason might not ever finish above third in the division." Which is more disrespectful to Drew, not me. But once you start going on vacation, that second place spot is definitely mine. But another person who's been having a good season is tbear. tbear, what do you think is the reason for your success, at least this season?
It's weird because I don't know. Usually, I'm on about building a quarterback from ground up, and I was planning on doing that with this rookie Jake that I have, but I saw an opportunity to go and get a quarterback that I know how to play with in Tua. So after I did that, and people were like, "Why would you go and get him?" I was just like, "Let me show you why," because I know how to play with him. So it's just sometimes I can take, I don't know, certain players that people wouldn't ideally think that are either that good or they can't really play with them because of certain things, whether it's, him being a lefty or he doesn't have that much throw power or something like that. Then I just take those guys and turn them around and make them look good. Bijan really helped my season, good amount. Got the run game going, even though I had Alvin. But I was able to offload some contracts, try to free up money for the future so I can, re-sign some of these younger guys that I want to keep around, like Olave maybe, Perry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Big head. You should send Perry, but like y'all are having a good season. I can see y'all making some noise, especially like obviously everyone knows what Owl's team is and how good it is and how good of a user it is, but tbear is slept on. Don't sleep on tbear. Okay, never mind. I thought because
I'm just seeing this now. 66 points against the Giants. I don't know what it is about this Madden, but everyone's like, there's so many games where it's like sub 20 to over 50, and it's just like we just stopped giving a shit about stat padding unless it's Yorgi.
Not facts.
It goes down.
Nah.
Yeah, that was wild. He kept
started to get back in
straight to me, and I was just like, if you're gonna keep throwing them to me. Okay.
And I feel that. I ain't trying to bring in like the old Georgia one, but I could tell he was defeated. He kept I got to a point where I had to, I get a pick, go down, kick a field goal, punt it off, got another pick, went down, kicked a field goal, had to punt it again. So I mean, I'm not a guy. I'm not really trying to run up scores. Once I get about 30 above you, which is something that I've struggled with in certain games. Like I'll let up, try not to push up a score, and then people do come back, and I've gotten beaten that way. So there is times now, especially this year and the last year, I will put the pedal down a little bit, I keep that score up.
We got a special guest joining in a second, but with that being said, DSM, not to stir the pot or nothing, but Al kind of said this perfectly. Like, with you having Mahomes all this time and the Chiefs all this time, when do you expect success, or what do you think has been your kryptonite or your clutch on not making or having a successful season with the Chiefs? Not even to like talk shit, but like, what do you think has been helping?
When did I say that?
No, I'm just saying you said the 9 season with the Chiefs.
Oh, on my the starter. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, I had a lot of success before. I think something that slowed it down. I mean, I haven't always had. Let me restart. I think people, I do have a good QB and all that, but I will say anytime, most of the times when I went to trade him to people and things that I even heard that, I mean, that he sometimes, and I've watched it, talk to a tbear. tbear has him in the league. tbear has the Chiefs. He has the Saints in this one. He says sometimes he struggles more having Patty and shit. And I think it's being a diehard Chiefs fan and watching the things that Patty can do and what he should be able to do and what you see that people things do in Madden, and you try to replicate that, and it don't really come out the same sometimes. There's definitely throws that I've put in places that I feel like should have been there. Obviously, I make a lot of bad decisions sometimes. You can see by my interception record. You know, there's a lot of things I try to fit, and I think I need to be more conservative. I need to take what the offense gives me instead of going to the key deep plays. And I think you've seen that in the week 1 versus the Lions.
Yeah.
You know, I had a real good stout game. Took what the defense gave me. I think I got it in my head and started. All right, this is gonna be my year, and then I start throwing down the field again. So I think I need to stick with, a scheme. Stick with it, not get in my head and start feeling too confident. Another thing I think I need to do better with building up my wide receivers, because I don't. If you notice, most of these years, I'll have Patty, have good O-line. You know, I got Gaffney, or if I still have Kelsey, I have Kelsey. But I don't usually build my wide receivers. With ever since, Reek being gone and all that, and I think with being Reek on the team, like being in the leagues and having Reek there, you got your main receiver. You don't really feel like you need to put incentives into receivers. And I think I get behind in that sense because people will build, like me, I'm building my defense, my corners first. There's a lot of people that do their wide receivers first, and not having those 85 mid routes, 85 short, 85 long. You know what I'm saying? And you still going with like regular receivers against now it's year 2, year 3 stacked defenses. My people aren't going to get open, and it helps having a good QB because that's held me in things that probably certain games that I shouldn't have been in. But I think if I take a better team building approach, a better scheme approach, I think we could turn things around here in Kansas City.
I feel you. Hack said it perfectly. You always been. I mean, we've probably been divisions. I've been in the same division for almost 3 Madden's now. So Hack kind of nailed it perfectly. He said you always been in the sweaty division, and obviously when you play motherfuckers like Al, who goes outside, so I can't really flame him. He got a busy life. But when you play motherfuckers who like Jay, who just eat, sleep Madden, Hack, who never goes outside, it's always going to be not the funnest and not the easiest division or not the most successful way to win. But with that being said, you nailed it perfectly. But with Al joining, not Al joining the call, my fault. With Goat joining the call, Goat, how do you feel about your season so far?
It's gone pretty well. I feel like you could say that.
What do you think has been like your leading factor to success, like your offense or your defense, or what do you think has been like putting you in the best positions to win?
Well, I feel like trading for Cup really helped me out because, I wouldn't have any receivers if it weren't for Cup.
Mhm.
And then Watson, obviously, he's a beast. And then my offense is pretty much carried.
I feel you. When is Jordan Love going to get that star dev game?
Shit, I don't know. I hope soon.
Nah, I feel you. With you having the best record in the league currently, who do you think is your biggest threat in the NFC, and then obviously your biggest threat in the AFC for if
Well,
you
I
make
feel like
the Super Bowl? Who's your biggest threat?
I feel like NFC, it's got to be Hack. He's pretty sweaty. And AFC, probably Slime. I've only played him once, and our game was really good, so I'll go Slime.
I feel you. What do you think about this game of the week coming up? I asked them before, but you were busy, which is fine. What do you think about this game of the week coming up?
Oh shit! What is it? Oh yeah, you and Jorgie. I feel like you're gonna win because Jorgie's kind of convinced himself he can't win at all.
That's honestly true.
Yeah, I feel you, but it's gonna like I said, it's gonna be interesting because I feel like he put all the pressure on himself. I feel like,
Yeah, he definitely does.
but I'm not really. Whatever happens. You feel me? So with that being said, what's your guys' I asked Dagger this before, but what's your guys' thoughts on Madden 24 so far? With the first update coming out, what do you think about the state of the game? We'll start off with you, Go.
Wait, what was the question? My bad.
No, you're good. I said, what do you think about Madden 24 so far after the first update? How do you feel about the game so far?
It definitely needs a patch. The QBs miss way too many passes.
I feel bad.
Other than that, I feel like it's played pretty well. Pass rushing might be tuned a little bit.
I felt that. Yeah, you be seeing like some of the top guys don't really be getting sacks, but you see guys that are like not randoms, as in they're not known or none, but like players that are like random players that just be going crazy. But yeah, with that being said, what do you think about the game so far, Al?
So yeah, I actually want to hit on that first. I'm literally I'm a top 3 defense in yards and points. Top 3, I believe, in interceptions, and I'm bottom 2 in sacks, and that's with Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, and I have no fucking clue why. And it honestly makes no sense to me because I talked to Benny and he's got some 91 speed nobody rookie who's got 11 sacks on the season, or I see Micah Parsons obviously speed's an issue. Like Joey Bosa is only 80 speed, which feels wrong, but whatever. But the part that's crazy to me is how at the same time we're seeing more 50-point games than ever. Like there's probably 5 or 6 this week from one team scoring 50 or more points, but at the same time it's like, oh, you can't bomb coverages anymore. So I have no clue. I can't wrap my head around that. But yeah, I guess I actually really like the game. I got to get used to freeform, as I was talking on before, because that's definitely way more important. Which to bitch about they made passing require more skill is a little stupid to say. So I just have to actually work on it. But so I think it's good. I think the game's good. I think the fact that they actually play their zones now is good. I hate my wide receiving core, and I hate my D line, which makes no sense. But besides that, I like the game.
I feel you. We'll throw it to you, tbear. What do you think? What do you like about the game? What do you not like about the game that I think needs to be improved and stuff like that? Bitch, you there?
Why it disappear on you? Sounds about right.
That's all the time. Disappear.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what he does all the time. I was gonna say something. It's Joey Bosa problem. Do you use pass committed?
I did at one point. I didn't really see it work, so I stopped using it. Okay. I don't know if I was spamming that ability. It's still really good.
And that's.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's another thing. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Pass committed, and even having the ability or not having the ability, I feel like I joined Quest, being in there and like you noted, like you were saying, like you talked to Benny as a nobody. I was just playing in there, and although I got some fat, I got the cards, BJ Al-Jawari, I got this Owen Papo guy, I put outside linebacker, but the one dude's a 68, one's a 75, they have decent stats, they're fast, but they got 2-3 sacks in one game, and I pass committed, you use that, they're gonna pass, guess pass, and I feel like that will help to contain, and also helps your pressure, but even like you said, I do it in here. Been trying to do that in here, and I don't feel like it replicates the same. Even like George, I got a superstar Felix. He's not. From starting out at 72 overall, he's at an 81 now. Superstar, got decent stats, 89 finesse move, and I feel like he don't even get the same sometimes doing it. So I think to go on with what you were saying and include the question about how does this game feel. Speed's still a main factor. Speed is it. Speed is gonna win you games. Speed is gonna get you more sacks. Speed, it's still in the game. It's a big factor, one of the main ones. And I notice it more, like D-line speed, like that is it's become more prominent. And with there being people like Nolan and all these fast outside linebackers with 90+ speed coming out, getting output on outside. I think that's going to be a main one this year. If you got speed on your edges, it's going to make it hard for the off time. I mean, that's real life, and it's really converting.
Mm-hmm.
With that, there's nobodies that are just fast that are getting off. I got Leo Chanel in here, and he just because he's fast on the edge, he ain't got no stats. So really, I think there's. Because even though that's great, I love seeing my guys that aren't too good do well. But that also hurts, you got a rookie left tackle. He's got great stats, but he's just getting shedded all the time. He's not gonna build the same. He's not gonna get the same, XP. There's a lot of
I feel like in Madden that needs fixed. Not only for play wise, but team building wise. I mean, it helps all around. I mean, they just gotta find that even ground, which is hard with everyone else wanting different things and having different opinions on what is gonna make Madden better. So I mean, EA's put them in a spot over all these years, and in this game, it's decent. I mean, over the last compared to 23, it's decent. There's a lot of things with this game that's better, but there's things that needs fixed. So
I feel that.
it's gonna take an effort. It's gonna take an effort, whether like we all know whether EA's doing it next year or not. It's gonna take an effort.
I felt that. I felt that. With that being said, T-Bear, you back?
Yes, sir.
Well,
To go get my food. My bad.
No, you got. The question was,
Sounds about right.
what do you like? What do you like about Madden 24, and what do you think needs to be improved?
Well, a couple off the top improvements. I don't know what everybody else said because I was gone, but I feel like somebody probably said something about the drop passes on high balls and the amount of also drop passes with freeforms too. Like I've been experiencing some with freeform.
High ball drops, freeform drops, fucking shit.
Yeah,
That's really tough.
Terrible. Bro,
go ahead.
Hold up, to cut you off real quick, like obviously like Goat was most likely gonna beat me anyway, bro. I remember Goat like brought set the house. I scrambled out the pocket, I throw it to a wide open tight end, had to highball it because how the defense was. Motherfucker dropped the ball. That shit.
Yeah, that shit's so lame.
That shit is so ass. Especially
There's a lot of that shit. Me and Goatis game we just played, man. That was a crazy game. There was some RNG in that game for sure.
Yeah, especially
Two field goal blocks.
That's
the
lag, dude.
Jesus.
I know he was mad. I was sitting there. I'm like, he's heated. Especially after the second one, I'm like, he's hot.
All right, hold on. Nah, for real. T-Bear, what were you saying though?
He's hot.
I said, oh yeah, that and that lagging, like.
Oh yeah, that's
just
just
not necessarily like the whole. Yeah, it's just the delays. Like delays be killing drives for sure.
To go on that delay thing.
No disrespect.
Everyone in this motherfucking league,
that's why
everyone in this podcast,
like he was gonna beat me regardless. But that's why he blew me out like that because I just couldn't do some shit. He was just taking everything out the air. I was like, yeah, this ain't good. This ain't
everyone
going
in
good,
this
bro.
league, everyone listening to this podcast, if you hear this or you go back and watch later, this lag shit real.
Yeah,
the delay shit's real.
Too, but...
If your opponent bitching about it, restart the motherfucking game. Be a fucking dude. Don't be a bitch. Just get that shit done because that's not competitive. That shit happened to me in games, and that shit makes it where you don't even want to fucking play. Yeah. Especially your motherfucker just quick hiking through all that shit. Yeah. That shit's hard. That shit is hard.
Yeah, another thing.
That shit does not help. So be a bro. Mm-hmm. If your dude says something, back out. Let him fix his goddamn shit. Try again.
Yeah, another thing.
Don't be a bitch.
Points, my boy.
For real. A thing also I don't like about the game that no one I don't think brought up unless I just didn't hear it. Like this happened to me. Like this happens like a couple of times a game. This happened versus Al. Like your player will be like a defensive player will be wide position to make a pick, and they swat that shit. Like that should be pissing me off. Like not saying like it will change the game versus Al, obviously because he obviously beat me by a large margin. But
I was trying to move it back up.
But motherfuckers really be just swatting picks, or like when a person throws to a flat and your person swats it, that's low key could be a pick six depending on the quarterback. Like that swatting like picks. Just I could understand if you like are like tapping the swat button, but there's no reason if a person is sitting in the middle of the field, you throw it right at him, just smack that shit to the ground. Like that shouldn't. I mean, obviously there's a setting for play ball, play receiver, but like. If it's like the ball, like if you're just sitting in the middle of the field and your player just smacks that shit for no reason, that shit, I don't know if that's just me, but that shit annoys me more than anything else. Swatting picks, like that shit makes me sick. But that's another thing for me, though.
Second, dude. Especially say you're using to go and get the pick, and then the CPU just swats it. Like it's so crazy. You can't indicate that I'm about to literally pick the ball off, so you just jump in front of me and swat it instead. Like damn, that kills drives.
Yeah, it also kills like I mean obviously there was momentum in the game, but we took it out due to the setting. But it also kills like you could be boxing someone up for real, like, and then that happens. You're like fuck, bro. That shit, and then you're thinking about that shit the whole drive, and then you march down and score. Like those are the worst when you get a swap pick and then you score the next play. That shit is the worst. But with that being said, we'll get to the next topic. In the Around the Crown channel, I posted the playoff bracket currently. So if y'all want to do y'all's little custom bracket real quick, we'll start off with you. Go. If you want to go through each playoff matchup, who you think is gonna win, you could go do that. We can start right now.
So I'll start with the NFC.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have Sriracha beating Vikings.
Mhm.
I'll have Chef beating Saints, and for Gore versus Hack, I feel like you gotta go Hack because
His team is crazy.
Gore just has normal Trey Lance, and Hack's offense is crazy.
Yeah.
And then for AFC, I'll do. Let's see. I'll go Wiffle, and then
Your best friend Jay. Who you got? Jay or K favors?
shit. That's the battle of the
That's
runners.
gonna be a good game. That's a good game.
I'm gonna go Jay.
Yeah.
Because Jay's just gonna curl route him to death.
I think Jay, he's more battle tested in these kind of moments. You know, when mistakes happen and shit. I see. I mean, K favor's gonna get in his head.
Yeah.
And then West and Jahar, they could go either way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go West just because he's got a stacked defense, though, and I feel like Jahar won't be able to handle that D line.
Uh-huh.
And
It would for the NFC you would have Sriracha playing Hack, and then you would be playing oh no, you would be playing Hack, and then Sriracha would be playing Dev.
all right, I'll go with Sriracha versus Dev, and then shit, I don't know, because we've played in the playoffs many times, and it's been a good game every time. Like could have went either way. I'll go Hack for this one because I feel like I'm gonna make too many mistakes with Jordan Love. And then AFC, who would it be? Slime versus
It would be Slime
Colts.
versus Colts, and Jay versus Wiffle.
I'll go Slime, and then I'll go Wiffle,
Mhm.
and then all the way. I'll go Slime to the Super Bowl,
All right.
and then definitely got to go Hack. Can't let Sriracha in the Super Bowl.
No, we can't. All right, who you got winning that
And
Super Bowl?
I got Hack winning.
Type shit. Okay. What about you, Al? What would be your playoff bracket predictions?
First of all, actually, before I do that, did anyone ever figure out how to stop the fucking curl route spam? Because I mean, I was running so much man coverage against him, and that press in shading underneath, and you get
Yeah,
some
no, that
bullshit
shit
tight
doesn't
end.
work.
Yeah, I'm
It's
dog
so
shit on defense. You gotta ask me. I'm dog shit on defense.
You have to
Sometimes-
man in a flat
you-
or man.
If you
and
play your
you got to
your
double
hard
team
flats on
something.
0, you gotta play your hard flats on 0
But
with like a match
maybe
coverage.
Hack
Or your
said Brett
hooks.
hooks. Yeah,
Put
Hack
a
said
hook
Brett
out there
hooks.
Yeah,
with a 0.
that's like
Yeah,
yeah.
that
I
too.
stopped
One
running
thing
man
maybe-
against it at some point, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, cook aside. Yeah, looking over at this, I'm gonna put definitely Sriracha over Vibester. Especially with I mean, obviously, just the Cowboys are kind of insane, and I think Sriracha's had actually. I said this earlier, but it was refreshing to lose, and I think it's the worst I've ever lost to Sriracha, and that was after sharing division with him for the entire 4.5. Definitely the worst I ever lost to Sriracha, but it wasn't because I was getting bombed over top by Reggie. It was just like couldn't get anything open against that defense, and it was a real pain in the ass.
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck Reggie in the chat. And then I'm actually going to go tbear over Chef. I just have more confidence in Chef or in tbear as a user. And then yeah, I'll take Hack over Gore. Just that offense has been absolutely insane. And allegedly, well, has Nick Bosa been doing anything this season? Not totally sure.
Been he hasn't been game, and I don't mean this no disrespect to Gore. Obviously, he hasn't been game changing, leading the league in sacks, but he'll get a sack here and there. I think Gore was telling me 2 or 3 days ago he had 10 or 11 sacks on the season, so not leading the league in sacks by any means, but he gets a sack he's back basically averaging a sack a game almost. He got 12 to be exact. That's what Gore just said. So.
Still better than Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa combined, I think. Okay, so that's NFC round 1. So then that's going to be Hack versus Goat, and then Sriracha versus tbear. I'll take Sriracha to the NFC championship for sure. And then so Hack versus Goat. I actually have confidence in Goat here. He makes the example of making too many mistakes with Jordan Love, but it's not like Sam Howell walks on water yet, although he's getting pretty damn close by the time the season's over. Jordan Love and Sam Howell are both going to be having abilities. Obviously, the receivers and weapons are a lot better, but I don't know. I have more faith in GOAT as a user. No offense, Hack. You know I love you. So then that's Sriracha and
GOAT.
GOAT in the NFC. Geez. So I'm actually really high on Sriracha here, but I can't root against GOAT. I think GOAT's
I would kill myself.
Listen, I'm some shit, but if someone like Sriracha in the Super Bowl, bro, you just gotta leave, bro. Switch your name, bro.
Yeah. Has have the Cowboys and the Huskies played their second divisional yet? Or I guess that's probably within the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, just not yet.
Okay. That's got to be a huge game. But yeah, so obviously these are all subject to change with 3 weeks left. Plus the who the Steelers playing this week that's keeping everyone up.
West Colts, he's 9-4. Steelers
yeah.
11-2.
So yeah, so those are some pretty huge games. And then on the AFC side, I guess just because it's the Bills, you got to take the Bills. I mean, I think Whiffle and Zay are pretty equivalent as users go. Then, I'm going to take Bengals here. I think some bullshit's going to. I mean, obviously, it doesn't typically happen to Jay, as we saw that field goal block that had me in shambles. But I'm going to take K Favors over Jay. And then I'm going to take West over Jahar. I'm actually really curious because I played Dolphins week 1. And I mean, it seems like he's been on fire ever since then. So, I saw that considering we're probably banning Tyquan Thornton from awards, that it's either going to be that Tyreek and Waddle are 2 and 3. But I'll still take West. So then that's West and Bills. I'll give it to Bills, and I'll probably take Slime over K Favors, and West and Slime. I actually would love that AFC West and. Oh wait, no, I said Bills. Yeah, shit. I'll say Slime to the bowl against GOAT. And that could go either way. I don't know. I've never actually played Slime, so I'm gonna say GOAT.
I feel that.
But yeah, he's undefeated for a reason.
Type shit. What about you, tbear? Oh, well, you're in a game. We'll come back to you. What about you, Dagger? If you had to do a playoff bracket real quick, who would you have winning each matchup?
All right, so Lord. So for the NFC, we got Hack and Gore? Ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna go with Gordon on that one. I feel like he'll find a way to win last second. All right. As far as Chef and T-Bear, T-Bear easily. This year he's been playing pretty well. He's been playing instead of him trying to play like how other people play with their play calling and stuff. He's been doing it the way he always has, and that's been working for him. And then we got Sriracha and Vibester. Is that who Viking is?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'd go with Sriracha on that one.
Backpack.
And then for the next round, hold on. Eden Caddy, my bad. So for the next round,
we didn't advance yet.
Yep.
You can go. I'll just.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, you're good. You can keep finishing anything.
Oh, you're good. So that would put what? T-Bear against GOAT, and with that one, it's definitely gonna be GOAT. T-Bear's a good user, but GOAT's offense is pretty good. His defense is pretty good. And then between Sriracha and Gore, that is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Sriracha on that one. That sounds crazy, but I've heard good things about Michael Parsons. He's been playing pretty well. And I saw the records today or the other day today when I joined, and that shit's crazy. That shit is crazy. But now put GOAT and Sriracha in the conference one. Oh shit. Damn. I kind of set myself for that one. I'm gonna go with GOAT for that one for sure. There's no way Sriracha's gonna make it all the way to the Super Bowl.
We can't let it happen.
If he does, I'll just leave.
We gotta make a new league, bro. Delete history.
Oh shit.
Go to your
Just don't invite.
That's crazy.
Leave.
AFC, I got Whiffle, easy money. Ooh, I'm gonna go Jay, and then oh, now that's tough. Um, I'll go with Dolphins for that one, and then from that it's Slime and Jay. Oh, it'll be Slime and Dolphins, and then Slime will win that one. And then between Wiffle and Jay, it would definitely be Jay. Wiffle's pretty good, but I don't know what it is about Jay, but he knows how to clutch up all the time. Man, comes back like he's prime Kobe or something. LeBron come down for 3-1. Um, Slime and Jay for AFC Championship, that is extremely tough. Extremely tough. But I'm gonna go with Slime for sure. Can't go wrong with six Super Bowls. So if Goat and Slime in the Super Bowl, I'd go with Slime. Ring number 7.
Type shit. All right, what about you, tbear? Playoff bracket.
Well, what?
I say if you want to do your playoff bracket, who do you got winning each game, each playoff game?
Let's see. All right, before I get into this, it's no disrespect to anybody because I'm pretty sure I've played majority of the people in the playoffs, if not all.
He lying.
So
They're gonna cry. Gonna make somebody mad.
I feel like
You should hear
it's
what he's
kind of
saying in
sad
place.
that it's a week 1 matchup, but I feel like Gore and Hack is probably going to be one of the best games out of the whole playoff fucking schedule. I probably see Hack winning that, edging barely, maybe by like 3. Just because of those fucking concepts that he runs, they're insane. For the next one, let's see. Clearly, I'm gonna take myself over Chef. I beat him both times, I'm pretty sure, this year. And the first game, it was a little tough though, no lie, because he started coming back at the end. So he always stays in the games, late, even if he starts off a little slow. Sriracha and Vibester. I'm not gonna hold you, even though Sriracha beats me like a good most of the time, majority of the time. Vibester is like when bro locks in. So I got him win.
Yo, Vibester, if you beat Sriracha, I'll pay your rent. But keep going.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking about whoever beats Sriracha, I'll pay their bills for the month. But go off.
Dead. Same side. When it comes to Goat and Vibester, Goat's gonna win that one. So I got him advancing. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Would that be the lowest seed?
Yeah, it would be Goat in your situation.
It's the 7th seed.
Yeah, it would be Goat versus Vibester in your situation, and then you versus Hack in your.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Man, that's gonna be tough. If I'm on my shit, I could win that, but if not, I'm probably gonna lose that. Goat's gonna go on. So I'll have Goat and Hackman on that side. And then oh man. Probably just gonna go ahead and send Goat on to the bowl.
Stuff.
Jeez. That shit is tough. Cause I've had so many good games with Hackman, but there's been some blocks and shit too. But fucking I don't know, every time I play Goat it's fucking frustrating. Like I'm not gonna lie.
For sure. What about your AFC side?
I got Zay beating Wiffle. I don't know how the fuck he's staying in games with these Texans. Respectfully. That man, him and his whole GG before the game started kills me.
Yeah, for real. He's still
Is
different.
he really? Yeah, that's. Yeah, he's just different. Doing that with the Texans too. Like even though he's the 7th seed, it's still tough. So mad respect. I just think he's gonna be a little bit too much for Whipple to handle. Let's see, Raiders J and K favors. I really, if K Favor stops to run, he can advance here because that passing attack is vicious. It's something serious. It's something serious.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the Colts? Is that West?
Yeah.
Jeez. And the Dolphins is
J-Har.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought they were swapped for some reason. Woo! West is definitely beating me more and giving me problems. But I don't know. J Har's got that. He's got that Dolphins team looking right. I like what he's done with the Dolphins. So I'm gonna probably have him moving for sure.
Yeah, all right. And
So then that puts him against
Slime, and then K Favor.
What,
No, it
Bengals?
puts Slime versus Zay, and then K Favors versus him.
I have K Favors beating him and Slime beating Zay in a close one. And then I'll have Slime going on to the Super Bowl.
all right.
Against good old GOAT.
We probably should have done this episode after the brackets were finalized.
Yeah, I just been doing it like every
No
week.
facts.
Yeah, no, for sure we should have done that, but
Also true.
yeah, I'm trying to get the most incentives possible.
that one,
No cap, but you feel me?
I don't know, I played both of them, and I don't know. It's like I said, no disrespect to everybody in here. Shit, I think Slime might steal that first year for sure.
Tight shit. All right, DSM, if you want to do your bracket real quick, and then we got 2 more topics, and we can wrap it up.
All right, let's do the bracket. I mean, I feel like you know, like you just said, you know, we just give them motivation for that. So we'll run down NFC first. Sriracha
suck a
and
dick.
Vibes. What you want me to run down AC?
Oh no! I was talking to Al. You can do your bracket.
Cowboys, Vikings, Vibes, Sriracha. Sriracha's been on a hot streak. Sad to say. He's already got too big of an ego. This is just gonna fill it too much for TCJ. He gonna be in the chat. He in the chat more than ever right now. Give it up to Sriracha. You know, deserve it right now. Don't want to. I didn't want to give that clap, but I had to. So
yeah, but what has he been doing when he's
Vibes,
in this channel besides harassing Jordy?
hey man, hey, give it up to Georgie too, taking it like a fucking champ. He's been getting railed in the ass, no lube. Hey, he's been taking it like a damn champ.
That ass, what? F in the chat.
Hey, love to see it. You know what I'm saying? That's a real TCJ member. You know, he just here to play. But back to the you know, the bracket. I'm gonna take Sriracha winning. I haven't played Sriracha this year. I've been watching the streams. He's really good. He did lose to the Bills. I think he's gonna turn that around. No disrespect to Vibes. He beat my ass for fucking making throws. That wouldn't even make him with Patty, so I can't really say much. But I think and I like Vibes Trade, even though he lost Jay, bringing on everything he brought on, Najee, and all the pieces that came with that. I like that for him. I think he's going to turn around, but I don't think it's enough to get past Sriracha, so I'm going to take Sriracha. Chef Dev, Colin. I'm going to take my boy Colin. You know, I'm just going to trust what he said. I ain't really been watching either, especially Colin. I don't fuck with dudes on the stream, so. Chef Dev, that's motivation for you, so, you know what I'm saying? Come out, be dude, prove me wrong. All right, we'll move on. Huskies, 49ers. Big Huskies. It's a tough game. It's tough, you know, being in a fucking division with Hack last year, you know, him hacking the fucking defense. Nigga this way, you know, whoever do going this way, your dude's standing there looking stupid. It's hard to beat sometimes. They improve coverages, you know, but he's still been doing good. I think Gore's gonna need this pass rush. He's gonna need Nick to, you know, have the biggest game of the season against it. I think he's gonna have him lock in. Gonna have to have that pass rush is gonna get there. You can't let him pass. You can't let him pass. That offense, Terry. You got Mike. That trade was happened earlier in the season. Kind of underrated trade. Giving him another man with hot route abilities that he can have Sam, throw to. So that creates more routes for him. Creates options. So it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take Hack. Getting past there. I'm being in division last year. That shit sucked. Me and Jason had we had some long nights some nights. So
Hack doesn't do anything besides play Madden.
Insurance and fucking Madden.
Not for real.
All right, so that would have Go versus what? That would be tbear. If he moves on,
Yeah.
it would be
Go.
Sriracha.
I mean, not go. DSM. You got a fan on? Or are you driving or what?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's a fan.
You want to turn that off real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate you.
So Goated, tbear, and then that would leave Sriracha. And just know, Goated, great user. Last year, anytime we played, couldn't do anything about it. I remember being excited for my season coming to this Patriots team. Put me on the floor, I couldn't do shit. He always figured out a way. But I will say, I ain't been doing that great this year. And me and his game that we had was closer. If a lot of people will go back and look at that stream that I watched, that stream saved. You go back and watch that game, it's 4. I don't feel like I should. There was a lot. I made a lot of mistakes. But I had 2 field goal blocks. I kept myself in that game to force some fun. Had some picks. He's gonna have to be on his game, playing. So or playing tbear. I understand. I feel like if he made those kind of mistakes, he can't make those mistakes that he just made versus usually like tbear. And that's not even just saying that he's being in the playoffs. He's gonna have to be on the game. So him saying, he feels like he may make mistakes with, be a bad omen. I don't want that to say it. I don't want to. But he's gonna have to perform. I haven't beaten tbear. I think he'll have it straight. I think he'll get it. I think he'll get it down. I don't want to see tbear succeed anyway. So, yeah. I think Jordan Love's gonna be on his game, and I think he's gonna get those get those turnovers fixed, get that offense. I think he's gonna have it humming for the playoffs. Yeah, we're taking Goated. Hack and Sriracha rematch of this past game of the week. I forget which week it was. It was a good game. Sriracha came out on top. For the fucking love of the league, Hack, dude, just win it. Just win it. Sriracha's a good guy. He's all right, but we can't let that ego inflate. It's getting too big. The closer he gets to the fucking Super Bowl, the bigger it's gonna get. The more Josh is gonna hear it. So everyone's gonna hear it. So Hack's gonna have to get this down, get this pass rush on, or not pass rush, just passing down, double team that man Mike every play. All right, so that lead Goat Hack. I think Hack get it done. I think Hack gets to the bowl again this year. These Huskies rebrand, new name, new team, new face, first Super Bowl. I think he gets there. All right, we'll do that. He gets there. All right, now I'll run down AFC, Bills, Texans. I'm gonna take Zay. I like Wiffle. Hate the Bills. Hate him. Chiefs fan. Hate him. Don't want to see him succeed. Taking the Texans. Moving on. All right. Raiders. Fuck God. Jesus Christ. Jay. Dude's alright, man. Dude's alright, man. He got some curl flats. He got some runs. He got Josh Jacobs. He does his thing. All right. He's alright. I admit. He's alright. K Favors. I haven't really watched him play this season. I bet against him in one of these games a week. Let's prove them wrong. Let's beat these Raiders. Let's get them out of here. We don't like the Raiders either. All right, moving on. I think the Dolphins. The Dolphins. Or no, yeah, I think the Dolphins gonna move on. West Jahar. I think the speed, the offense. I mean, as long as Jahar can not commit those turnovers, he does sometimes. He keeps that offense humming. It's strong. It's hard to stop. West is no slouch either. He could take it. So I'll leave Slime and Texans. What do you want me to fucking say?
No, I'm not laughing at you.
What do you want me to say? It's fucking Slime.
I'm not laughing at you, yeah.
It's Slime. I wouldn't. It's just anyways. Like, what do you want? Slime. I'm sorry, Zay. You know, you. I like.
Right, listen here, DSM. I ain't gonna
great things with a shit team.
Who you got making out the AFC, bro?
It's Slime. All right, Slime. Boom. Move on.
Slime versus 2 in the bowl. Does Slime win the whole thing?
Then Natalie.
Who you got winning the bowl, bro?
I mean, fuck. Who is it? I mean, what league are we in? It's TCJ, right?
Yeah, who you got? Slime versus Go.
Go look at the fucking record. Go look at the leaderboards.
Okay, he got Slime. Okay, all right, for sure. Okay. All right, for sure. All right,
you see that 6 right there?
Nah, facts. Okay, with that be coming up, this is a topic for Go with the Bears fan watching. Go, who's winning week 1, Packers or the Bears?
You know, Love's gonna come out there. He's gonna throw 400 yards, 5 TDs, no picks. You know.
Or prediction?
I mean, I hope so. Probably 35-0. My prediction. Obviously, no bias whatsoever.
I'm dead. He said 35-0 type shit. Now, but with that being said, what is your expectations of Jordan Love year 1 IRL? Or like, what do you?
I just hope he can do better than Aaron Rodgers did last year, because Aaron didn't play that well, and I feel like he can outperform what Aaron did last year.
Mm-hmm. I feel it. Let me see. Let me pull up the schedule real quick. Nah, but that's gonna be an interesting game, especially with all the Packers fans in chat and all the Bears fans in chat. So that's gonna be an interesting one. Type shit. We'll get to.
Who would have thought?
He's got a great arm.
Yeah, we'll get to the Queef fans in a second. This is a question for the Chargers fans. We'll start off with you, Owl. Who do you got in the Chargers versus Dolphins Week 1 NFL matchup, and why?
It's got to be the Chargers. No Jalen Ramsey. I like Tua. I trust his jiu-jitsu is going to work out for him. What was the Dolphins' record after the 49ers played them? I think they lost just damn near every game, even when Tua was playing. So I hope, even if McDaniels that's their coach's name, right? It's McDaniels. If he schemes up something better, I think it's going to matter. I think Kellen Moore is going to take this to new heights, and we actually have healthy offensive lineman, and Justin Herbert's not throwing to fucking Chipotle cashiers this season, so should work out just fine.
I feel you.
Oh, and Travis Kelce is out, so we're winning the whole division.
LOL.
Hey, whoa, out.
Yeah.
Whoa. Where did this come from?
Hold on. We'll get to the Chiefs in a second.
He hyperextended his knee.
Hold on, time out.
He's gonna re-aggravate it.
Yeah, for real. We'll get to that in a second.
I mean, he's 32. He's
Dagger,
definitely doing that.
What do you expect out of the week 1 in the Chargers? What do you expect? Wait, what the fuck? You're gay as shit.
Don't dominate them.
Yeah,
What do you expect, bud? I got that.
It's gay. So
off some shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. I'm gonna wrap this up with the Chiefs topic, and then I got one more quick question after this. For the final 2 Queef fans, what do you guys expect out of playing the Lions with no Travis Kelce and maybe no Chris Jones?
I think it's more definite on no Chris Jones. How it's seeming. This is just bad on the agent's part. I mean, Chris has up saying it too, but I don't think the deal's getting done by week 1. Kelce hyperextended his knee. We had the same talks about back spasms and back hurt before that. What was at the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship game? I forget which one it was, and he still put up. So, with it being a knee issue, I think if he does play, he'll be on a more snap count than he already is with and being older. He is getting older. I ain't a Chiefs fan. It's just in denial. He's getting older. His time is coming eventually. say there is no Kelsey, no Jones. It's a hard game. Dan Campbell has the Lions playing some smash mouth football. They're playing good. They played good the whole end of the season. Knocked the Packers out of the playoffs. I don't think it's not going to be an easy game. We got a lot of good additions. Drew Tranquil. Um, um, the new picks on defense, training camp. We've been hearing a lot of good things, but that doesn't mean you can go in there and just stop another NFL team with primarily a young defense that we have. So it's going to be a test. I have us coming out winning, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to have to fall on Patty's shoulders, and I think the young defense going to have to step up and get stops without their main guy over there on the D line.
Yeah, I feel you. What about you, T-Bear? And I got one more question after this. What do you think about the Chiefs Week 1 opponent versus the Lions? Or Week 1 game versus the Lions?
Yeah, I think it's pretty similar to what Drew was saying. I'm not too worried about the Kelsey hyperextension knee, but I want to see how the defense holds up against that offense because they have two good running backs that can pound the rock if needed. So, and Jared Goff knows how to sling that mug, even though he's not, known for big arm talent or throwing for 350 every other game, but he still has the chops to do it. Honestly, I think our wide receiver group is going to step up for sure because I think people are still sleeping on them, even though they don't have, big names over there. I feel like some of these, like Sky for a second year guy, do well, mold well. I feel like Rashee Rice, he's going to be similar to Kareem Hunt in a way where Kareem didn't fumble in college, I don't think, or nothing like that. And then he fumbled for like first carry. I think Sky's going to, or not Sky, but Rashee Rice is going to drop a couple passes, but then he's going to have a couple big bombs that help us win the game.
For sure. I can see that. All right, with that being said, we're going to wrap up the podcast, but I got one question. We'll start with Mr. Not Know-It-All, Mr. Smarty Smart Pants. What would you rather have, a gay son or a thought daughter?
Oh, definitely. We got to go back to the gay son. I think you got to add all the conditions in there. We really fleshed this out over a couple hours of really good storyboarding and planning it out. So, if they're noticeably gay versus, they're noticeably gay, but they're not like a fag, then you got to factor that in. But also, if they're
never getting monetized,
we're getting the thought daughter who's like OnlyFans tier,
we're getting canceled.
It's okay. I called you.
Thought daughter at another level, for sure.
He said he would take a thought daughter. Of course he would. He's the same dude that said he would let his girlfriend twerk on another man. Makes sense, but what about you, Goat? Gay son or thought daughter?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I gotta go gay son, because I just gotta hope he's not too gay,
So
you know what I mean?
They're saying gay or gay, like rainbow flag gay.
Rainbow flag gay. Okay. Talking like a girl, that shit.
Shit, LGBT.
You can be gay, you just don't gotta show it.
I feel it.
Broncos fan, pony gay.
Just wait, bro. Russell Wilson gonna get it back in blood. Y'all boys ain't ready. But nah, I feel that. What about you? You're the man of kids. You have children. DSM, gay son or thought daughter?
I got two daughters. I mean, one's 6, one's a fucking baby. So, and I definitely go gay son. Definitely gay son. Having a daughter, seeing her run around and play innocent, I could not imagine having a thought daughter. That shit would fucking kill me. Just out there thoughting it up on a late night. Hell fucking no. My son, at least, he may be feminine, at heart, but at least he's still a man. He got some strength. He can defend himself. So I'm going gay son. That's it from DSM. Catch me on the next segment. I'll run through some stats.
All right, yeah, T-Bear, we're going to end it with you. Gay son or thought daughter?
Yeah, gay son.
For sure.
I don't know. I'm not trying to fucking get pictures, man, of my daughter type shit. Cause she out here in the streets doing stuff, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'd rather my son hit me. Look, Dad, I'm about to go do some shit. I'll be back. Look, hey, do your shit. I'm gonna be right here when you get back, my nigga. Do your thing. Like,
Nah, I feel you.
I can't do thought daughter.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, we're gonna wrap it up. But Dagger, I'll let you be the last one to answer. Gason or thought daughter, and then we'll wrap this shit up.
Hey, son, I'm just keep it short and simple.
I
If
feel
I had to deal with a daughter, what's his name being reincarnated, Michael Myers, he gonna be back. Gonna be killing.
Nah, I'm already know. With that being said,
Could not do
I'll
that.
plead the fifth on this question. But with that being said, we're gonna wrap up the episode. I appreciate everyone for joining tbear. Now that you're back in the league, Dagger, submit your +3. DSM, if you're still watching, submit your +3. Basically, everyone submit their +3 who was on the podcast. I'm gonna try to get the next podcast episode out probably wild card week. I don't know how that's gonna work out with obviously real football coming back. Like not real football, obviously college football isn't real football. That's NFL coming back. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate Goat for joining. I appreciate Owl for joining. I appreciate everyone for joining. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching and thank y'all for letting me get more incentives because grind don't stop, work don't stop, baby. Let's get it. But with that being said, I appreciate everyone. With that being said, y'all have a great day, great day and great night. And let's never let Sriracha win the Super Bowl, please and thank you. And with that being said, y'all have a great night.